Hi all and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would share with you some of my recent finds in Paris. I went there for a day trip while I was visiting London and I did a little bit of shopping. So this was during when the Olympics was on. When it comes to shopping in Paris, I find that if there is an event on that isn't related to fashion, something like the Olympics or the tennis, then it's actually a really great time to shop. Reason being is that most of the tourism is consumed by people who are not looking to shop. And then the people who are looking to shop tend to book their dates around when other events are on because they think it will be too busy and way too crowded. But the case is really, when it comes to shopping, that it's going to be the complete opposite. So during all the luxury districts were, I found that the streets were quite quiet in the morning and right throughout the day. One thing though, it was really hot. So I did find myself constantly finding places that had air conditioning just so that I could get out of the heat. But other than that, it was a very pleasant experience in Paris this time around. As you know, I love Paris. I have that romanticization of Paris. I always enjoy it every time I go there. I find the service amazing and the people are so friendly. There is no stigmatism at all when it comes to Paris. I had tried to get an Hermes appointment but was at no success before heading to Paris. So I tried the day before and I even tried the day before that. And I used my passport details and my partner's passport details, but I still didn't have any luck. I decided to just go there and just try my bets anyway. That was the main reason why I actually went to Paris in the first place. So I have been building a relationship with my sales associate in Barcelona, which is fantastic. But Paris is the only place that you can get a Quota bag by just having an appointment and going in the store and trying your luck. I didn't have an appointment, however. I decided to have a look around at everything. You might tell from the box, it is a pair of shoes. I've had these on my wish list for a little while now. And basically I wanted something comfortable that I can walk around in and that look quite stylish as well. In here we have the box and the lovely dust bag. The good thing about what they do with them is they give you a dust bag for each shoe, and I find this so cool because you can put them in your luggage and it's not going to, get scratches, or if you have been wearing your shoes, you're not going to get dirt all over your clothing as well. These are the Chypre sandals in the black with just the simple calf skin. And I've wanted the black for a little while. I decided that I would probably get the most use out of a black pair, and I definitely think that these are a very comfortable shoe to wear. I love how they have this strap over the top because it just helps to add a little bit of chunk to the shoe. There is another version that has the strap around the back, and I find that this version just looks a little bit less interesting on my feet. So I love wearing these with shorts. I find that they sort of like tie in the whole look, and they're also really good under wide leg pants as well. So that's what I'll tend to be wearing these with. I probably won't wear these with things like dresses. I'll probably still wear heels or ballet flat or whichever sort of suits a little bit more. But this is just such a casual, easy wearing shoe. So the top has the calf skin, which will stretch and age with time, and then the bottom is just rubber. I've got the Hermes print on the bottom there, and you also have some little Hermes detailing there on the side as well. I really love these. They package them quite nicely with a little bit of stuffing so that they don't get bent. I did try on the brown version. She had a few different variations for me to try on, and I liked the brown version, but I thought that they were just a little bit too similar to my skin tone, and I thought that I wanted just something to pop a little bit more. So I tried them on, and then I was sort of contemplating whether or not I should get something other than black, but then I just went for the black anyway because I knew that it's what I originally wanted. And they smell amazing as usual. They have such a nice smell. So yeah, they're kind of like a dad sandal, but you can dress them up if you want. Just a simple sandal. Something I noticed about shopping at Hermes Faubourg in Paris. So it's the first time going to the store, the Faubourg store. So I had a little bit of a look around. I had such a great experience in there talking to another Australian lady, and she had the perfect, in my opinion, French accent. She spoke to me in French. I responded to her in English because my French is very little. And she had like this full Australian accent, and the switch was just so amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're from Australia, your accent is fantastic. And then we got to talking for so long. Right before the appointment, she was the host, so she wasn't looking after me. And then I moved on to a few different sales associates, because if you shop in different parts, then you will have different allocated sales associates. So we started with the shoes. That's what I got, what I just showed you. And then I went upstairs. I wanted to have a look at some of the jewelry. I know they have some really cool silver jewelry, so I tried on this ring and I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool, but I just decided that it wasn't really something that I needed with my current stack. I did sort of romanticize the idea of having some chunky silver jewelry, but I just don't know whether or not it's something that I want to buy from Hermes necessarily. I do love the Tiffany versions of them. They have this new range, and I think the Tiffany ones are just so iconic, so I'll probably buy the Tiffany ones instead. But I didn't mind the Hermes one too much, but it just wasn't wowing me away. And then I went over to the homeware section. So I wanted to also build on my collection of the 24 Platinum collection. In Paris, they can be sold out of different specific things that you want to get, things that have very high demand, and a lot of tourists want to buy these things. So it can be hit and miss. Every time I go to Chanel in Paris and I ask for a specific type of accessories, they tend to be sold out, and they tend to have the colors or the assortments that are either brand new and in alternative colors. Things like white tend to sell out very easily in Chanel, and I find that a lot of tourists come there for the white sort of bags and sunglasses and small leather goods. So it can be hard to get white specifically, but they always tend to have other colors like dark urban colors, or black is always available. It can be hit and miss, and this piece is definitely one that is sold out in many countries and very hard to get. You wouldn't think it's hard to get because, in my opinion, this is just such a basic piece, but it is actually quite hard to get. So in here, I got the little sushi tray. I had a lovely lady serving me for this. As soon as she walked out of the stock room, she saw me and then she was like, oh, how can I help you with anything today? I wasn't even waiting for a sales associate. I was just kind of wandering around, and I was like, oh, you can definitely help me with the homewares. And she was like, great. And she was very efficient, very punctual, and I thought it was fantastic. I wanted to look at the cups as well, and I did have a look at a few other things, but the problem is I'm actually traveling at the moment, so suitcase is a little bit limited, and every time that I buy quite a lot of things, I have to put them in storage. So I prefer not to. I prefer to just buy things that are a bit lighter and that I really like. So I did get this little plate. It is from the 24 Platinum collection, but it doesn't have any platinum as I can see on this, which I was quite surprised by, because the other pieces that I have from them, such as the plates, I've got a few trays, all have the platinum detailing on there. And what the platinum detailing is where it's like a metallic finishings on the edges and also within the design as well. But this one just has the sort of reflective tiles, and it has them in different colors, and then it has the fine bone china as well. So I love fine bone china. I am a collector. I have quite a few pieces of fine bone china from many different brands: Wedgwood, Fortnum & Mason, Royal Albert. So this is something that I'm now collecting from Hermes, and I do love it. I just like this collection. I just want to build on this collection. I think it's very different to what I currently have in terms of fine bone china, and that's why I've gravitated more towards this. They also had some of the gold there as well, and some of the beautiful prints with the green jungle sort of aesthetic, which I think is really nice as well. But yeah, this is just a simple little sushi tray. I did ask her if it was actually called a sushi tray, and she said, you know, it can be used for anything. It's not specifically a sushi tray. I would love to just use this I can put little macaroons there with my afternoon tea, or a little cake. You can use this as a side plate. So it's really, you know, you can put jewelry on this. It's very versatile, and yeah, it's just a smaller piece, and I'm very happy about the size because it means I can continue traveling and using this one. I was so tempted just to buy the tea sets as well, but it just would have been, I would have had to, you know, ditch all of my clothing. And stay tuned, because after this video, on this very appointment, I did get a Hermes Quota bag. I won't do this in this video. Stay tuned for my next video. I'll be unboxing a Quota bag from Hermes. I just wanted to do this unboxing separate. You'll understand how I got it on this very trip in Paris. Loro Piana. Before going to Hermes, so as we're walking from the station, it was about 2 stops down from Hermes, so they're very close to each other. And I find that a lot of people who shop at Hermes also love to shop at Loro Piana. So went in there, it was beautifully quiet. We were the only ones in store, felt like a private experience. I tried on this gorgeous bag when I was in there and I was very tempted, but because it was before Hermes, I wanted to just try my luck there first and see how we went. I didn't end up going back to Loro Piana, but I do love this bag. It is a very good price range for it. It's reminiscent of the Picotin bag from Hermes, but I just love this color. I find that it's like a soft, almost macaroon color. This is an unboxing for my partner. So he's wanted this hat for a little while. He told me about it a while ago and he doesn't normally buy luxury things. He's not very into it. He wanted this hat though, however. So we went in there and we tried on this hat. He did try on another one, which was in the blue color, and it was in the fabric material, which was a really nice kind of high cotton count fabric, but he wanted one in cashmere. So he's got this beautiful hat and it's just this khaki colored cashmere and it's got Loro Piana at the front. It's embroidered there with cotton. The cashmere feels very lovely and you've got the logo there as well. So very comfortable in his opinion and really good to just style when you just want to throw something on. So that's all that I got on my Paris trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to stay subscribed and to follow me along because I will be doing an Hermes Quota bag unboxing for this very trip in Paris. So stay tuned for that. That will be a separate video, but I wanted to share with you just some of the other bits and pieces that I got as well, the Chanel skincare and the Hermes and Loro Piana. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to head out now and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.